Hello, everybody out there on the fast. What I said, vast, by the way, not fast. Space. That is space. You're tuned into another episode of Jedi Alliance. That really shook me. Something just happened in the studio. Anyway, tonight we're gonna be watching the last Jedi trailer again, just because, you know, why not? We're gonna be talking about how Battlefront has previewed the looks of Kylo Ren and Rey for Episode 8, Episode 9 dated, so much more. So you better stay with us.
Welcome to Popcorn Talk, featuring movie discussion, news, and interviews. Popcorn Talk, we talk movies. And now, here's Popcorn Talk's Jedi Alliance.
Hello, everybody out there on the holonet, and welcome to another episode of Jedi Alliance right here on the Popcorn Talk Network. I am one of your hosts, the internet's Mark B. Donica. You can find me on Twitter at Mark B. Donica. Now, we here at Jedi Alliance, we like to celebrate the greatest saga in cinema and beyond, and I can't do that alone. I've got to do that with my friend, my compatriot, my man, Mr. One and Only Michael Young.
Hey everybody, it is so wonderful to see your sunshiny faces. You can find me online at One Youngster, which is ONEYOUNGSTA.
Hey!
That's right.
Sorry for the delay. I forgot to get the tagline in there. I usually write it down to make sure that I have it, but I didn't. Did I say holodeck? I meant holonet. In case I said did I say holodeck?
I don't think so.
Okay, good. I thought I said holonet.
It's Fast and Furious here, but it's okay.
Woo! So, it's very fast. How have you been, Michael?
Been great, man. There's been some Star Wars, musings going on, but I've celebrated my 1 year as NerdSoul.
Congratulations.
I did that, and it's been pretty good. It's been going pretty well.
Did you have a chance to check out Star Wars droid battles?
Actually, that would be a no.
That's a big solid no. See, now for me, your boy here played it for a solid 6 hours on Thursday, just because after a certain they've got since it just launched, they've got a special where they give you a free pack of like a whole bunch of power-ups and stuff, and one of those power-ups was unlimited lives for 5 hours, and then I had then won an additional hour. So I was just playing, killing my battery. That game kills your battery, but it's a lot of fun. We talked about it a little bit more last week, so if you haven't played it yet, Star Wars Puzzle Droids.
Yes, Puzzle Droids,
super good. It's on iOS and Android. Highly recommend it.
But I promise I'm going to get it tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to download it during the show.
You should download it right now. Why not? So
like you see me, I'm just like.
No joke. Like I was gonna start the show just.
It's like, I was playing. I'm helping BB-8 right now.
Are we
Hold
going?
on.
Yo,
Just
yeah,
a
I gotta
moment.
find BB-8's memories. Hold on. But before we get too far, last week, noticeably absent is the one and only Alexis Torres. That is because she is off on her bachelorette weekend. She's currently joining us live in chat for some reason.
Go have fun.
Go have fun. Eat,
go have
drink.
fun.
I know it's been a long weekend so far and you're returning soon, but for goodness sakes, go have some fun. But if you're joining us live in chat, she usually is the one to curate some of our fan reaction and relay it to all of us. She is a wonderful person. Wish her congratulations on Twitter at atorres890. But last week, both her and you were asking me what I thought about the Last Jedi trailer, considering I wasn't there when you did the whole trailer breakdowns for this and Rebels and this, that, the other thing. So why not? Let's just watch it again. So really quickly, we're going to cue this up. We're going to watch this roll fast, and then we're going to talk about it one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the trailer for The Last Jedi. Like we're debuting it, for goodness sake.
World premiere.
Yeah, world premiere.
No one has ever saw this.
Whatsoever. Of course, we've got the light flashing around on the television for us in the studio. Have you seen the side-by-side of this and the Force Awakens trailer?
Yeah, I did.
It's pretty funny. Now, they stretched certain times to make it sync up and this, that, and the other thing, but also, one of my favorite trends that hasn't necessarily come to fruition is in trailers when they mix soundtracks. Like in the first Rogue One, they mixed the Imperial theme and the Twin Suns theme.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Beautifully, absolutely beautifully.
It was really cool.
And with this, we got it with Scavenger and the Twin Suns theme, which is perfect.
It's just, man.
Dad Crushed Helmet, though, a little bit of the Kylo Ren score in there. You know what? We're probably gonna watch this once a week until they get us a new trailer. So, just for all of the engineers in the back,
get used to it.
we're just gonna call for it, and we hope that it's ready. I'll make sure that it's available for you.
Yeah. Amazing.
Just swinging away. That's the new mining planet Crate. There were some walkers in the distance, so it's like it's sort of like a Hoth, but dripping with a little bit extra blood, if you will.
The bleeding planet.
Yep. A little bit more Phasma
walking through.
A lot of carriers.
Yeah, this is.
Well, also, I love
almost broke my heart.
I love the return of the red.
Yeah.
Like, because everything is Star Wars yellow and this and that, and this gives it a different sense, and it's truly an evolution. Whether the red means anything for this movie or not, we won't know yet. So, I absolutely love that trailer. It's like, people may call it formulaic, but most trailers are formulaic at this point.
Yeah, pretty much every trailer is formulaic.
And it doesn't feel like they're showing us anything new. Of course it's all new, but it's also like, this is...
They're not giving away anything.
No, it's General Leia at the helm. Mm-hmm. It's Finn still hurt. It's essentially just, here where all of these people are seemingly at the start of this movie.
And that's one thing that I like, is that it seems like we're not getting anything probably past like the first act or something like that, hopefully.
Well, especially with Rogue One, we got a lot of Scarif when it came to their promotional stuff, but that is a special case in terms of knowing what's going to happen relatively. But even then, we didn't get any of those scenes in the movie because they decided to reshoot and change the ending up a little bit. So who knows what will actually be cemented by the time it actually comes out.
Yeah.
But
the beautiful planet of Scarif. The most
Dude,
relaxing planet.
There were so many great Scarif shirts available through Star Wars at Celebration. I was like, I gotta get a Scarif shirt. But it was the beginning. Scarif. It was the beginning, and also there were so many sand troopers like on vacation.
Oh really?
It was just big dudes in Hawaiian shirts with sand trooper helmets on. But I hope, even if this whole movie is Kylo training, and I think I've said this before, is just Kylo training and Rey training, and it's the only time we see Rey and Luke is interacting with each other and nobody else. Like I'd be cool with that, even if it.
Yeah, it would kind of hurt because I feel like him and Leia because all three of them couldn't reconnect. I feel like him and Leia need to come together to kind of, and them three, because not them three, but with Chewie as well, to be like, what are we gonna do now? Like, we lost, one of our, like, this is our family.
Yeah.
Family.
Star Wars is all about family and killing them. So, really.
You're breaking my heart.
She's lost the will to live. Come on, Dr. Ball, all about it.
Oh man!
But the one of the things that I like the most about it, and people are kind of glossing over it, is sort of the evolution of the shot that we got of Luke's hand touching R2.
Yeah.
Seemingly on a planet that we're very, very familiar with. But now that we've seen Darth Vader's castle.
Yes.
And that is officially canon, I wonder if he went to inspect the castle, and nobody's been talking about that. I wonder if that's the reason why he was... And the planet is escaping me. Why is it the lava planet?
Mustafar.
Mustafar. Thank you.
So nobody... Because you know it's going to be in the chat or the comments.
It's like, I can't believe they didn't know
Mustafar.
Even know
Mustafar.
That's okay. Man, we're young, we're impressionable, we're still learning. We are Padawans in our own right, and we thank you for sticking with us.
And we always maintain the high ground. in any comments, we maintain the high ground.
That was a good pull. I really like that. But yeah, I like how in this new trailer we got another version of that shot, and hopefully we'll get to see more of the journey.
Yeah, I hope we
Luke
see
has
that whole
taken.
scene.
Well, not even just the scene, but like the fact that he went to this planet, then this planet, then that planet, then this planet. Maybe he went to Coruscant and went
What does
into the
Coruscant
catacombs.
look like now?
I mean,
That
we
would be
haven't
cool.
seen it. We haven't seen it since the on film since the special edition ending of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
But to see the Jedi Temple ruins and then the Sith Temple ruins would be cool. But that's a lot of just Luke's intrepid adventures. Who knows? Absolutely love it. So let's move on to our next little thing. So people have an issue with pre-ordering video games, but we're not exactly going to be talking about that. Because if you pre-order Battlefront, which for some reason, it being almost May, I'm not doing the meme, almost being May, you can pre-order a game that comes out in November on your Xbox One, PS4, or PC. And with it, you get costumes of Kylo Ren and Rey. Now, let's take a look at these costumes. We talked about it. I talked about it last week, but they released a slide that actually had pictures, and people are freaking out a little bit that Kylo Ren is resembling Darth Vader more. He's got a really baller cape.
Yeah, it is a nice cape. I like it. I think it. Hopefully, it doesn't get caught up in anything. But I like it. I like
You
it.
got an Endemone situation happening.
He's getting his fashion correct, but also staying like evil chic.
Sure.
So I mean, it works.
Now, I don't remember who. Sorry, but somebody asked what we thought about Scargate.
Oh.
Now the fact that he is way more disfigured in by the end of Force Awakens, and now he's got like 2 teeny little scars, as opposed to the 4 or so that he.
All
may
right.
have
Do you
had.
want to know what I movie think or what I like business think?
I mean,
Okay,
there's
my movie think is when he got slashed, that was when he originally got slashed, and it might have been a lot of blood around it. It also might have been a lot of scar tissue or whatever when he first got slashed that may have healed over time.
Mm-hmm.
What I business think is the agent said that my client needs to be seen at least as unencumbered as possible, because his face is what also helps him to get other jobs and also helps this movie sell a few more tickets.
What if the scars aren't injury scars, they're surgery scars from where he had to get facial reconstructive surgery.
Got a little bit of that Hollywood doctor on him.
And maybe instead of it, like, sure, it makes him look pretty, but under that, maybe there's more machine than man under the skin, as opposed
Getting
to as a
that
mask.
Terminator look on.
Maybe. So
could be cool.
if he gets zapped in the face again, it's like gross android, maybe a little bit too scary for the kids, but scary.
That could be cool.
That's what I
get a little nip tuck on it, get a little nip tuck on the face, because Kylo is still, as far as we know, a bachelor. So I mean,
You're going bachelor with it.
I mean, so the playing field is open. If you're a young lady that's in the Empire, I mean,
or
maybe.
man, we don't judge.
Or man, we don't judge. We don't judge.
Jeez.
The Force.
I'm so surprised you went with the dating game.
I mean, he might. He might be in the game. Today we have.
Here we got Kylo Ren.
Kylo Ren.
Here are your bachelorettes. But yeah, I don't think. Ultimately, it will probably be explained.
Yes, hopefully. But it did come off, even from Ryan Johnson. He was just like, just moved it.
Yeah, it's just
like,
whatever.
I just moved it. It's like,
yeah, whatever.
It's like,
whatever. Who cares? It's
But
it's just a movie.
It's
A movie that we
justice.
all love and respect and
Yes.
cherish. But for God's, it's
It's a
just
little-
a
it's a little
scar.
scar. It's a little-
By the time the movie comes out, you're not going to care about the damn scar.
I mean,
That's all I'm
plus
saying.
it's not. it's not. It's the scar is still there.
Yeah.
It's not like when the Tupac movie comes out, it's going to say "Hug Life" on his stomach. You know what I'm saying? It's still, like now that would be. I'd be like, okay, guys.
Or Tupac's played by Seth Rogen. Like, it's not going to be anything super.
I
super
strangely
noticeable.
want to see that.
Or Michael Cera. It's like that old Donald Glover. This is still in Star Wars because we're talking about Donald Glover and he's playing Lando. But in his special weirdo, he talks about like when people were like getting on his case for wanting to be Spider-Man, and somebody freaked out and said, "What if Michael Cera played Shaft?" And he went, "Yes."
Like, I strangely at least want to see a trailer.
I
of
would
that.
be in that movie theater every day, just like one more for Shaft. I just can't stop. It's like, "What up, Shaft? You know nothing?" Just really.
It's like I feel like at least a trailer would be good of that.
But we're getting a little bit off topic.
Yes.
The Rey looks super cool.
Yes, she looks incredible.
Yeah,
like she looks like she's really. Since they're dealing with lightsaber, well, I guess it wouldn't really help because it would cut straight through it. But I would have liked to see like maybe some metal plating or something that's a little more new school. Like, I mean, not like clone armor, but maybe like a metal plate right here, something
Not her style.
a little more protective, but she still looks like, look at that face, like she is not playing.
No,
like she is coming for redemption.
The thing about Rey is because she lived on a desert planet, she usually wore stuff tight and then a couple of other things for air and circulation. I like the look. It's a good merger. If I would go into an Urban Outfitters and ask for a modern Jedi look, I'd be pretty
It's the galactic Egyptian cotton. It's like it's very breathable.
Galactic Egyptian.
It's very
cotton.
It's flowy, but she just looks like man, the next time they meet is gonna be boss. Like, cause he's turning around like, who? And she's like, me. And it's like, no.
That's the easiest and simple.
Like, who that? It's like, it's me.
I just need you to cut those 3 seconds and just put it up all over the internet. It's perfect. Next, let's talk about the episode 9 release date. Disney came out and revealed a whole bunch of their, and we won't need that picture until a little bit later, so don't worry about it too much yet. But Disney recently came out and talked about their release schedule, and we got a date for Indiana Jones 5 and Frozen 2, and a movie that I'm actually looking really forward to, Magic Camp, which just sounds absolutely. Look into it. It looks like it'll be absolutely ridiculous and fun and cool and very Disney great. But May 24th, 2019 is when we are going to be seeing episode 9. Now, we thought that Han Solo was just going to be, maybe anthology movies are in the spring. But this shows, no, they are back in the spring, the crux of the summer season. Yeah. Are you surprised?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Like, I'm surprised because I'm like, hey, man, December actually wasn't a bad time. Like, I know May is, that's when George Lucas' birthday is and where he was releasing the films originally, but now they've kind of they've kind of put a flag in December like, yo, this is ours. Yep. And I kind of got used to like, it's a nice little Christmas gift from Star Wars. But
sitting for Rogue One, sitting on the lot super cold, like, I hope they let us in soon.
Yeah. But I also like that it's like, hey, Star Wars is coming home. Star Wars is coming home to May. Everybody move. You better watch out. Even Avengers, no matter who it is, because May is when things start ramping up. I don't care if it's Fast and Furious, Avengers, Justice League, whatever's coming at that time, it would probably be a good idea to give Star Wars probably about 3 weeks. It would probably be a good idea to give at least 2.
Well, even just going off of this year, Guardians of the Galaxy comes out this Friday, which is from parent company Disney, but Marvel, and that people may think that Fast and the Furious might have kicked off the quote summer movie season, but I think for sure Guardians is going to be doing that, and we're going to be getting that in May. Now, I loved it in December because then that's everybody gets to cuddle up, head to the movies,
and since you're off anyway, you can be like, hey, it's Tuesday, but I'll go see Star Wars.
Yeah.
See, in May, there's like no holiday. Well, forgot there is a holiday in May, but
that's Labor Day weekend essentially.
Yeah, Labor Day weekend. So you got Labor Day.
Memorial Day weekend.
And then so for all the mothers out there, there's a holiday for you too.
Yeah,
but in December, everybody usually has like that about 2 weeks off where you can go be like, hey man, I'm just hanging out today. Y'all want to see Star Wars again? And you can. You can't really do that as much in May. So I wonder if that repeat business will the inability to have repeat business at least as fast will hurt it, or if it'll be a situation where the repeat business will still happen, but it'll be trickling, keeping Star Wars in like the top 5 for like 3-4 months.
That's the thing. No, but that's the thing is December, January, that's usually like Oscar season.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of smaller movies, and Star Wars had the opportunity to stay in the top for a lot longer.
Yeah.
Now, business side, for me, this tells me, one, depending on if they keep Celebration in the spring, this means that they could have a huge event leading up to right before the movie releases. Wow. Or if you go to Celebration, you may get a chance to see episode 9. That's a good point. Maybe. That's a maybe. That's not news.
We haven't heard anything.
Just ruthless speculation.
But Disney, if you plan for that, call us. We're right
Holler
Just
at
give
your
us a
boys. But yeah, so that also means if they move and make Celebration as a part of D23 or make it its own thing after the fact, if the movie comes out in May, that means they don't have to do the summer con circuit. That means they don't have to do San Diego Comic-Con. That means they don't have to do D23 as big. And that means they have the whole year left in production. Or that also means that they've established that December is a Star Wars month, and then we start to get movies on either end of...
Oh, so like May and December.
Tent poles.
Yeah.
Just
so like a May movie and a December movie.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is kind of tangentially related. This is my prediction. What do you think about this? All right, so since we have, Han Solo coming so quick and close to it, I'm thinking this year in San Diego Comic-Con, we'll probably get a teaser for Han Solo. And then New York, we'll probably get the next real trailer, like long trailer, story type trailer for episode 8. And then open up the ticket sales.
Do you think New York Comic-Con?
Well, New York Comic-Con is like late enough, I guess.
Yeah, but is it no offense to New York Comic-Con?
Oh yeah, I know we about to get that NY hate.
No, it's not that it's hate. It's just that New York Comic-Con only kind of in more recent years has been getting a little bit more and a little bit more, and they didn't do it last time. Like last time they had stuff for episode 7 and correct me if I'm wrong a little because you will of Rogue One stuff. Now I know that Reed Pop is the same company that does Celebration as does New York Comic-Con, so maybe there might be a little bit of company love in there. But goodness, Aaron Blum really wanting it to come to NYCC, and we're not saying that it won't, but I just wonder if it's worth it for them.
Well, I mean, it'll be. Well, I guess. Yes, I know Disney wants to kind of keep all the news to themselves, so they wouldn't want to be in part of like the drops of all the other news and just like, oh, Star Wars happened too. They want to have like their own thing, like Star Wars by themselves did this. But I just thought that would be kind of cool. And then maybe during, I guess, maybe during episode 8, get a full trailer like before that for Han Solo. Maybe
that makes sense.
I think that could work.
That could work.
Disney going to get started on that. Thank you very much.
We got all of your tips. Please send the check to AfterBuzz Media Group. Our address is on our website. Thank you. Let's move on from there. Let's go to I'm surprised that we took a date and even got to speculate on it as long as we did. So John Knoll came out to the Hollywood Reporter recently and revealed that he is working on a new pitch for a new spin-off movie. he says that I have another idea that I've been tinkering with. It's maybe 75% there. I haven't pitched it it's another Star Wars thing. There's no reason to think Disney is going to stop wanting to make Star Wars movies if there's quality and interest. It has unlimited potential. It has a huge number of characters, worlds. It is a massive playground. Now, he doesn't give any sort of implication that of what sort of a movie it would be, just that, hey, the net's really wide. And given the story and the world of Rogue One, do you welcome it?
I would have to say yes. Because Rogue One, besides the fact of the title card, because sometimes I still think about Rogue One, I'm like, that title card. But besides that, I think that's a movie that it went extremely hard at defining what the Empire is and what the rebellion is. It wasn't extremely strong at defining those characters, but it defined the rebellion and it defined the Empire in a way that I hadn't seen before, and I really enjoyed it. And the last 30 minutes is worth the price of admission. Like the second they land on Scarif, like that's worth the price of admission itself. So I'd have to say, yeah, John Knoll, he knows what he's doing. And I say, hey, go on and give him, I wouldn't say give him like the longest leash, but I mean, I'd say, hey, let him run. I mean, because what's the worst that can happen? You say, he pitches it, they say no, and they move on. So I say, hey, go for it. John Knoll, he knows the world. He gave us a hit, so why not?
Definitely a hit. And we go off on whatever sort of a movie we may want all the time. So just make sure you go back and listen to some classic episodes of Jedi Alliance. Go on to iTunes, leave us a comment. We haven't gotten a good comment in a little while, but for the ones that we have had in the past little while, thank you very much. They help us stay up in the aggregate with our other friends in the Star Wars podcasting world. So make sure to find us on iTunes. If you're watching us on YouTube, if you're listening to us on iTunes, check us out on YouTube, because there's some video content, some picture content that you may not be getting 100% of by listening to on iTunes. And we try to be as descriptive as possible for you, our audio listener, but sometimes nothing like watching the real thing. So I'm excited for whatever John Knoll has to offer. I hope that people don't keep sticking teams together.
Okay.
I hope that it's not, let's get John Knoll and let's get the same creative team that worked on Rogue One. Let's get John Knoll and a new team, or let's get a whole team paired up with Rian Johnson, or let's get
What do you think he's working on right now? Because he already did kind of like the OT era. So do you think he's going to move to another era?
Well, that's the thing, is he says in his comment that if there's quality and there's interest, it has unlimited potential, a huge number of characters, worlds. It's a massive playground. I think he's now going into the dregs and finding a Legends character and pulling him up, or maybe an adaptation of a Marvel comic book or something or one of the old comics that pre-Marvel, like something like that, or an old book and bringing it back into canon. Who knows? Sluice Friggin says Rogue 2, Both and Bloodbath. We're not. You know what? Well, we've been told we are not getting what would be known as Rogue 2.
Rogue 2, Both and Bloodbath, though. I kind of want to at least see. I want to see a scene from it.
No, you don't.
I want to. Sluice,
then write it.
I want to see a scene from that.
Sluice, write it and show it to us. We'll see. Yeah,
write it, send it in. We'll read the scene. We'll play the characters and everything. We'll do a table read of the Both and Bloodbath.
Both and Bloodbath. Make sure to go through a couple of different drafts before sending us in. All right, so let's talk about the story that some may consider old news, but dang it, there's been so much news, we haven't had enough time to talk about it. Yep. And I wanted to make sure that we did. Goodness gracious, a Star Wars hotel?
Yes.
Not just a Star Wars hotel, but a huge Star Wars experience. Now, the only thing that we have to go off of this, and the story that I utilized to report it to you, comes from our friends at Slash Film, Peter Soretta. Absolutely love all of his work, so thank you very much, sir. But he wrote an extensive piece about this Star Wars hotel. Disney has recently begun surveying guests about a possible Star Wars resort hotel, which could be by Walt Disney World. Now, they didn't do this directly. They did this through a third party called Swagbucks, which don't diss Swagbucks. But
we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, we're going to talk about some of the information presented in the survey, but ultimately it talks about what type of vacation experience you would be willing to have, what you'd be willing to pay, and how much it would be. Now, we have an image here that is from the survey itself. The top part being guest cabins, and as you can see, there's a family of 4 looking outside to the wonderful cloud city of. I miss it every time. It's Bespin. That's the joke. I love John Roca. Please don't find me and kill me, champ. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's still the champ.
Dude, yeah, he went up against Riley. Well, actually,
he's still the champ.
is he still up against Riley last week? I think he won. I'm pretty sure.
I
Anyway,
haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna have to.
Regardless.
Roca, you're still my champ for right now.
Yeah, he's always the champ. He's the champ here. He's the outlaw regardless. Outlaw Nation coming soon. I really want to be a part of that show. Anyway, so on the top image, you can see Bespin outside, a very Star Wars stylized guest room. Looks like something you would see, you might watch a kid with one hand falling down a chute.
Oh.
And the bottom one is the lobby, where you can see a little bit, not necessarily a cantina, but a bar. There's some droids, a whole bunch of projections, some wonderful
hologram stuff, and cool things.
Oh, not Champ anymore from Aaron Bloom. Maybe not. Well, regardless, that's a different show. So, yeah, a huge experience. Let's talk a little bit about what happened. What was revealed in the survey. It said that the resort would offer a 2-day story set in the Star Wars universe, where you would be surrounded by a continuous story-driven environment experience as it unfolds over the course of the stay. You would have personal interactions with Star Wars characters and live performers throughout the starship, and it's your choice to experience the story by actively participating or just observing the action. Now, this goes back into what we were saying last week about Star Wars Land being an RPG-esque, where your actions will be noted. People might be looking for you. Can you imagine staying at your hotel and you wake up in the morning and instead of getting a wake-up call, it's like, hey, there's a bounty hunter. You should probably watch out. We didn't give him your room name, but they're waiting for you down the lobby. So it's not something where it's like 3 a.m. and it's like, I've been looking for you, like something like that. Yeah, but it's more like, I gotta be careful.
It's making it a little too real.
I gotta be careful downstairs. Maybe I'll just get on that monorail and head straight into the park. Yeah, I like the idea that and as also mentioned, you would be able to get access to the parks or tickets into the parks. So maybe it can be a thing where your experience carries on from the parks to the hotel or from the hotel to the parks. That would be crazy.
Now, there is one part of the article that's kind of weird to me.
Is it?
You get 2 days.
Yeah.
But they only give you 5 meals.
Well, yeah, because 1 year days, you want to know why it makes sense to me? Because that doesn't keep you at the hotel. Because
okay.
Yeah, so if you're paying for 6 meals, personally, I would feel so what he's talking about is you get as a part of the proposed package, you get 5 meals, which includes 2 buffet breakfasts, 1 lunch, and 2 signature dinners with evening entertainment. So they would take place in themed restaurants.
Get one of them Twi'lek shorties, unless you're married. Hashtag.
No, dude. Twi'lek,
I love my wife.
Male and female Twi'lek shorties.
True.
Why not? Equal opportunity here. So as a result, if I had 6 full meals, I wouldn't be in the park. If I'm paying for food already, why would I not? Unless it's like here's a lunchbox and you can take it with you, and it's like Ray's instant bread or something where you could just like here you have a full meal, take
pour
it
a little
with you
water on it.
Yeah. No, it's the case where it's like day 1 is you're totally at the hotel.
Okay.
Day 2, you eat your breakfast, you go to the theme park, you spend the entire day at Star Wars Land, which seems entirely possible, and then come back for dinner and you get the end of your story. Okay. So that's what I see. Guests could engage in the story with programs such as flight training, ship exploration, lightsaber training, including those hot new lightsabers that we got tipped off at the panel. Personalized secret missions, both on the Starship Resort and throughout the upcoming Star Wars themed land, which in Walt Disney World is going to be at Hollywood Studios. So this makes it so much more so much more interactive than we initially thought from just.
Go ahead and drop that price on them.
Hold on. The idea that your reputation can stay with you all the way through can really makes this feel like, oh, I'm in Star Wars. These 2 days I am in Star Wars. More so than just this enhances the experience, because I was wondering on an annual pass holder level, how are people who are going to show up every day and really become these reputable people, how can they manage to somebody who's just going to be here for a couple days?
True.
This is how you instead of spending all of that time and building up this reputation, you can spend all that money and build up the reputation through all of the stuff that you can do at the hotels. Now, it doesn't mention whether you can, because one of the things that I like to do as a park goer is, okay, maybe we end our day a little bit earlier. Maybe we have a big break until we go out to dinner, or we have this nighttime plans. The hotels are, well, at least in California, not in Walt Disney World. My God, their property is massive, and you can't just walk anywhere. You have to get on a bus, you have to get on a boat, you have to get on a ferry, whatever. But we like to just head to the hotels. Like, hey, let's check out the hotel. We haven't seen this hotel. There's a nice lounge there. There's a nice fireplace. Let's hang out in this at this place. We'll get a drink, whatever. I wonder if that will be possible in this Star Wars hotel. If you can just walk in, and if you have that reputation built. And I reference my magic band that I'm not wearing because I presume that's how they're gonna save your progress. I wonder if you'll be able just to be like, you know what, we may not be staying here, but let's at least go. I wonder if they'll have stuff for daily visitors.
So it'll like follow you forever, like something that, say if you went to Star Wars Land, somewhere in Disney, somewhere in Orlando, and then came here in like LA or Anaheim, then it could follow you and like everything you do. That could be cool.
Not what I was saying, but fantastic idea.
That could be cool if it follows you forever, because then you are that guy or that girl.
Or you are that person in the Star Wars universe, whether it's in the port in Florida or the port in Los Angeles. Now, they're supposed to be the same planet, so I wonder how if they will make those work between each other. Okay. So this kind of package is something that they usually offer for like a cruise ship, like Star Wars Days at Sea. Now, there's some of the other amenities that they mention include a pool, a water garden, a fitness area, which I wonder if they would do like Star Wars weights, or if it's just like, no, we made human weights. Here you go.
Human weights.
An onboard cantina.
Okay.
And quote, robotic droid butlers. Now, whether that is automated or people in suits like Anthony Daniels style, or people behind like a wall, so it looks like it's a droid, and it may actually be like an animatronics, like serving stuff up, or if it's like bartender R2-D2 in Return of the Jedi, something like that. But we don't know to what level. But dang, would that be cool?
It would be cool to just walk around there and just have like basic droids chilling, or like I don't know, any type of like different, I guess alien or creature just kind of like hopping around, or that could be kind of cool.
And I can imagine cast members that usually work in the parks being like, oh, we want you to be at the hotel today. We'll be like, oh, thank God, it's going to be so much cooler. I'm going to be indoors.
And I'm going to be able to be in Star Wars.
Sluice Friggin says the droid butlers are not welcome in the cantina. They're not welcome in Mos Eisley. We don't know about this one. Maybe we'll get a couple of...
This might be a droid-friendly cantina.
So also, each room can accommodate up to 4 people and would feature an interactive, quote, view of either the galaxy or the pool atrium. So you can have a video screen like in that concept art of Bespin, or I wonder if checking in, you're like, what planet do you want to stay on? That would be hot. Or if there's what if there's schedules of events? So it says that you can only do it for 2 days at a time. There are 2 day stays, 2 day stories, 2 day this, 2 day that. What if Sunday, Monday is Bespin? What if Tuesday, Wednesday is the moon of Endor? What if Thursday, Friday is Coruscant? You know, like what if they make these different stories based on these different places?
All right.
We're all just in wild
because we don't know this
territory.
stuff.
Have no idea whatsoever.
Have no idea.
So now somebody was asking about credits. Now here's where it gets a little feisty.
It's not going to be any Republic credits.
Not going to be Republic credits. You got to use them up to date stuff. If you know what I am saying. Now let me give a little bit of context here. My wife and I stayed on property. We had 2 nights at the Swan Hotel, which isn't an official Disney hotel, but is an affiliated hotel, and it's got Disney access to Epcot, this, that, the other thing. We got that at a discount for about $260 a night. That's a lot of money, but that's still a discount, and that's still not a Disney hotel. Now this is an official Disney hotel. You got full amenities, awesome Star Wars experience. It's suggested that the experience, I don't know why you're laughing, because this is serious business. It's right now in this case, it would be a $900 to $1,000 per guest, which is extremely pricey. But this is a big butt, huge butt, job of the butt.
Okay.
I got to use that more often now, job of the butt. You get tickets to the park. Okay. You get meals. You get a ticket, a quote ticket.
So it makes it all inclusive.
It makes it all inclusive. You get meals. You get
I'll ease off of that a little bit.
Get I don't know. It didn't mention tickets for 1 or 2 days. Okay. But presuming it's a 2-day ticket, or even presuming if it's a 1-day ticket, that's $100 and change per person. Okay. Plus a hotel, like a lot of money.
Yes.
It's a lot of money. Credits will not do fine, by the way. But this is an extremely immersive experience that you will be able to have nowhere else.
But can I sing the song though?
Ladies and gentlemen, on his own pipes, Mr. Michael Young, take it away.
Money, 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 money. Money. Disney about to get paid.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is people complain about the price.
Yes.
You're going to pay that price.
You're going to pay. Look, Disney, all right, I might pay this price, but Disney, if I go to dinner and it's some frozen chicken nuggets or something in there, I'm not going to be happy, all right?
If they're comparing it to cruise ship type stuff and it's like a set menu that they have for dinner, dude, it's gonna be good. Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
I just don't put no bag salad on my meal, and I just paid $1,000.
Bag salad, dude. One of the places not to go too off topic. We went to Boma, which is an African buffet in their Animal Kingdom lodge. Mm-hmm. Bro, what for a buffet was one of the best meals that I've ever had. Okay. So if I'll reel it in. It's gonna be good. We're getting a couple monies from the chat.
Yes.
You know how it works. Now here's something that I didn't include on the rundown, and something that is 100% an inside tip that you didn't hear from me, except you heard from me if people start to report from it. That's Jedi Alliance at the Popcorn Talk Network. It is heavily rumored. Okay. I have it on good authority. I'm not even running this isn't going to be a joke. I have it on good authority that Disney is looking to build a new hotel in California. Now, they don't have a lot of space. I've looked at the proposed area, and it wouldn't be a huge resort, but would it compare to some of the stuff that you would be able to do here? Maybe. Maybe it would. Maybe it wouldn't. Disney is currently looking at land in order to make a new hotel experience happen. Is this the Star Wars hotel?
We don't know.
I can't say.
But
if they're looking,
according to Swag Bucks,
this isn't according to Swag Bucks. This is somebody that told me. And this is the best that I can do.
This is the real.
Is that Disney is looking to build a new hotel on the Disneyland hotel side, not on the Anaheim City side, which has been confirmed, and they've been trying to get new land and signed off with Anaheim, et cetera, et cetera. They're trying to work with some of the land that they already have on the Mickey and Friends parking lot side. it would mean probably they would have to build another parking structure for additional downtown Disney parking and Disneyland hotel parking, but just something to keep in mind. Also in Anaheim, that's all I can talk about. Let us know what you think about all of this Star Wars hotel news. How much would you spend for an in-depth experience like this to live in Star Wars for 2 days? How much would you pay?
All right. Remember that these 2 days is like some people's month rent. Like, just remember that. Just put that into perspective. Mm-hmm. But at your house, you don't get to be in Star Wars. I mean, you get to you get to watch Star Wars. You don't get to be in Star Wars. Now, Disney has always been extremely secretive about what they do with Star Wars. People in the chat, get ready to chime in. They don't let us know anything about Star Wars. But apparently Swagbucks gets to know about the Star Wars hotel?
No. Swagbucks is a paid survey company.
Yes, I know, but it's just the name of Swagbucks doesn't sound like they're the tip top of the secret keeping people. All right, when Disney,
and that's why we were reporting on it.
whenever you see something with Star Wars, they're like, no, you can't have it. They're like printing scripts on black paper with black ink, and they're like doing all kinds of secretive stuff. But they're like, hey, Star Wars hotel,
and we
hey,
got
Swagbucks,
and we got pictures, and we got this, and we got that. So we're gonna be wrapping up in just a couple minutes, but really quickly, Garrett Farney says all of my money. Kane Taylor says 2 days, 6 maybe. And Aaron Blum says, is live in Star Wars? Isn't that what Star Wars Land's supposed to be? You can't sleep in Disneyland. Trust me, I tried. Anyway, at the very least, our good friend and fellow co-host Alexis Torres would pay $500, but at the most $1,000. Which
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
That's something you got to plan out for a while, though. You can't just go. Well, I mean, there are some ballers out there that can just Star Wars it up. You know, drop a grand. You know, go kick it.
But $1,000 per person. So I know what I'm going to be saving for in the distant future. But for right now, let us know what you would pay for the Star Wars Hotel in the comments down below. Remember, if you're watching live, the chat's going to go away, disappear, poof. So make sure to come back in about an hour or so. Leave fresh comments.
Yes.
Michael responds to your comments. I try to respond as much as I can, but he gets to them before I do, because man, is he good. But until next time, actually, here's some homework. We got some homework for you. You got to go to audible.com. Not a sponsor, but go to audible.com, and if you haven't gotten your free book, you can get a free book. Or you go to your local Target, you go to local Barnes & Noble, your Amazon Prime. Ship it now! You better pick yourself up.
Not sponsors.
Not sponsored.
But holla at us.
Yeah, I mean, we can be for the right price. We're going to be taking a look, and I'm not going to say definitely whether it's next week or the week after, but we're going to be taking a look at Thrawn. So, do yourself a favor, pick up Thrawn. We're going to be reading it. We're going to be reviewing it. This isn't going to be like other times where we say we're going to read books and we didn't read books. We're reading
books. And reading is fundamental.
We don't know what sort of news Star Wars has left now that Celebration is over. So there's going to be a couple weeks. Maybe we'll take a look at books. Maybe we'll take a look at comics. Who knows? But we will let you know. Make sure to follow us at Jedi Alliance Pod on Twitter. Like us on Facebook. Even on Instagram, we post pictures. Michael's been sharing our Fans of the Week.
Yeah. And a big shout out to Jason Jackson 151. Met him. He's just joined the Jedi Alliance. It's cool to have someone new in the crew with us, with, people like Aaron and Sluice and all those folks. We have a great time here. We talk about Star Wars, and it is a ball. So we are happy to have you. So,
anybody who joins the Alliance, anybody who's been a longtime member of the Alliance, we love you, we thank you, we appreciate you. Until next time, Michael, where can the folks find you?
You can find me online at OneYoungsta, which is OneYoungsta. You can also find me on Thursdays on AfterBuzz talking about Blind Spot. So if you love Blind Spot, check me out on Thursday on AfterBuzz TV. And you can find me, NerdSoul, one word, NerdSoul, on Black Hollywood Live, doing my thing. All you got to do is search in YouTube. It's in the search bar. You're watching it right now. Put in the search bar, NerdSoul. You go see Black Hollywood Live and just go in there and watch it.
There's a whole bunch of great stuff. Make sure to check it out. Congratulations on your year with NerdSoul.
Yes.
You are a very busy man, and congratulations on the year. Excited to see what this next year has in store for you. Yeah. And you can find me on Twitter at Donica. You can find Alexis on Twitter at atorres890. But I'm tomorrow night we're going to be doing Pokemon the Movie 3. Entei, the Spell of the Unknown. We're going to be talking about some Pokemon. It's going to be a good time. And then also we're back here every week for Jedi Alliance. And make sure to check out our sister site AfterBuzz TV and Black Hollywood Live. Yep. And make sure to leave us a comment on iTunes. Comment down below. Follow us at Jedi Alliance Pod for all of your news. We got some fun stuff coming up for you. We got some fun people coming on the show. But until next time, thank you so much for joining us on this episode of Jedi Alliance, because many Bothans died to bring us this information.
In the sequel to Rogue One.
From producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire Popcorn Talk Network, we would like to thank you for tuning in. For questions or comments, be sure to visit popcorntalk.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of the Popcorn Talk Network.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Popcorn Talk Network or its owners or principals.